Mr. Speaker, it's been said that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and hoping for a different result. This legislature, this state government, has been raising taxes and raising the cost of doing business on New York companies for decades. And what has been the result? We are at the bottom of every list by CEOs, by site consultants, by registering the number of people who are flowing in and out of states. We might compete with California or Illinois to race to the bottom of the list, but we are someplace in the bottom three of every measure of job creation in America, because this legislature and this government have raised taxes and have raised the cost of doing business over and over again. This bill will raise the cost of doing business by over $2 billion. That is on top of the December 2011 tax increases of over $2 billion on small business and small business earners. You cannot take $4 billion out of New York's economy and expect you are going to create jobs. I don't need an academic study. I don't need an academic degree to know that. In the city of Auburn last week, a company that has been there for decades announced they were closing their doors and taking 300 jobs to Tennessee. And last month, a company in DeWitt, outside of Syracuse, that was formed in the 19th century, survived 2 world wars and the Great Depression, announced they were closing their doors. How many companies are going to close their doors while this legislature adds more cost to the cost of doing business in New York? The governor has said that New York State is open for business. Those companies are closed for business. I assume the majority has the votes to pass this bill. So when you vote for this bill, remember those young people in your districts. They're not going to get the benefit of a higher minimum wage if they don't have a job. The first order of business of this legislature should be to create jobs, create the environment in which companies want to come here, and to not be 50th out of 50 in the United States as a place people want to create a business. I will vote against this bill. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.